And to details. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi visited Matruh Governorate on Wednesday, accompanied by a number of senior officials. During his visit, President el-Sisi inspected the security checkpoints at Al Salloum border crossing, where he met with a number of officers and soldiers. The president also met with the residents and tribesmen of Matruh, Al Salloum and Sidi Barrani and held an open dialogue with them. During the meeting, President el-Sisi said that Matruh has witnessed leap in new developmental projects that aim at providing many job opportunities in the governorate. The president also asserted that the state is implementing a development program in Sinai Peninsula and will establish a logistic zone in Matruh to boost the trade movement. President el-Sisi also said that the state seeks to overcome the current major economic challenges by exerting utmost efforts from all state bodies. The president also pointed out that there is a plan to provide water for coastal areas in Matruh and that the new Delta project will be inaugurated within few months. President el-Sisi also reiterated that the state seeks to implement efficient transportation projects across the country. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi said on Wednesday that he had received a number of outcomes of the national dialogue. On his social media accounts, President el-Sisi said those outcomes varied from legislative suggestions to executive procedures in all political, economic and social axes. The president also praised those who participated in preparing and forming such outcomes. President el-Sisi further said he would refer those outcomes to the state's specialized authorities to study and apply them within the framework of the President's constitutional and legislative authority. The President added that he would ask the Parliament for some legislative amendments and to review the executive and legislative mechanisms of those outcomes. Meanwhile, the National Dialogue's Board of Trustees thanked President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi for his immediate response to a number of outcomes of the National Dialogue. Earlier, the National Dialogue's Board of Trustees held a session to discuss the outcome of previous sessions before presenting them to President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. The General Coordinator of the National Dialogue, Dia Rashwan, said 13 committees out of 19 have come up with legal and executive suggestions and recommendations. Rashwan said specialized committees have held meetings over the past period with a number of experts and specialists to lay out political, economic and social suggestions. He noted that the recommendations were prepared for the review of the Board of Trustees before presenting them to President el-Sisi. Prime Minister Dr. Mustafa Madbouli asserted the importance of developing the river ports and transportation, which aims at increasing its movement, decrease fuel consumption and preserving environment. The Premier's remarks came during a meeting at the government's headquarters in New Al Alamein city to review the river transportation development plan and to upgrade of its units according to the international standards and at high efficiency. The Minister of Transportation tackled the plan of developing river ports across the River Nile, as well as means of encouraging investments in this domain. Minister of Defense and Military Production General Mohammad Zaki attended an honoring ceremony for players of military sports institutions who made achievements in several international championships. During the ceremony, the Minister of Defense expressed appreciation for the achievements of the armed forces heroes in the field of sports. The minister also encouraged the players to exert the utmost efforts and achieve more successes in the coming championships.